Good evening and welcome to Brighton High School. This might be our biggest audience. Yes, this is exciting. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause. I am Dr. Sarah Fisher. I am one of the band teachers here at Brighton High School, and I am the very proud conductor of the Brighton Community Band, and I'm really excited for our concert tonight. Before we get started, I would like to do the obligatory exit. There's signs here and behind you, and please don't knock anyone over on your way out. Thank you. Okay, enjoy the concert. song is Speak, to give the percussionist time to set up. So if you're ever at a concert other than here, you're always wondering, why do the teachers talk so much, or why do they always have to talk between songs? It's not because we, or at least in my case, it's not because we love to stand in front of a group with a microphone in front of our faces. It's because we have to stall and act nonchalant while the percussionists frantically scramble behind us. But I would like to mention that this particular piece, the first piece we played, the Tower Hill Overture, that was recommended by one of our band members, Owen Shriver, in the percussion section. Owen played it himself in high school and liked the piece and suggested it, and I just thought that was really cool, and so we ran with it. And I'm excited because actually the next piece that we're going to play is one piece that I played in high school, and that was one of my reasons for choosing it. I was looking through our library here at BHS, and we're very fortunate to have a healthy music library thanks to our wonderful community. And I was like, wow, I remember playing this song. I'm almost certain I played it. And then I listened to it, and it just immediately was back to like 9th or 10th grade flute life in my school band. So the piece we're going to be playing, The Gathering of the Yeomen, by Robert W. Smith, who's like classic in the band world, is I like the piece. It's been a challenge in some ways to work on in some sections, but it's got this very, so a yeoman, which is, by the way, is a word I was very pleased to have Sherilyn teach me how to pronounce, so thank you again. But this word, it's from kind of the origin is meaning like it was freeholders of people who worked their own land. We're talking like farmers, the common people. And this piece, it does have that kind of like early Americana sound to it. If you're thinking of like a shaker medley, shaker chorale, like you'll kind of, it doesn't have any known pieces embedded in it, but I think you'll hear some of that in the chorale section of this piece, like the harmonies. So I hope you enjoy it. speaking of songs from our youth that we really like, the next piece that we are going to play for you, Shadows Unleashed, is a piece that came okay, how many of you on the stage played Shadows Unleashed in middle school? Put those hands higher, come on, let them see. Okay, so, put your hands down. So this is probably, if not the easiest piece we've ever played in our group, it's one of the easiest, but it's really fun. I know that I did it with our current senior class at Brighton High School when they were in middle school. I know that, I think Ms. Lamb, it's made its rounds. You've probably heard this piece before. Classic Brian Balmages. I'm sure it's in all of your playlists at home. But it's a really fun piece. I think you'll enjoy it. But I had many students that for years have been like, can we play Shadows Unleashed? Like asking me in wind ensemble, can we play Shadows Unleashed, please? No, we're not. But we will do it in community band, so enjoy this piece. Okay, so Cumberland Cross, our next piece, is another piece that I really enjoyed doing with groups before. I've done it with a number of students, like the 8th grade level, and it's a really beautiful piece. I think I don't know if we didn't do it in community band prior to this, did we? Okay, this was in our folders in March of 2020, so I'll just leave it there. But it's a really beautiful piece. I hope you enjoy it. While we're waiting for percussion to get set up, I do want to recognize a range of some of the people we have on stage here. So this is, as I mentioned, this is probably our largest audience, because this is also our largest during the school year. Our summer band tends to get pretty big. People are off for the summer and it's fun to play summer band, classic outside, usually if the weather's nice. But during the school year, our group has ranged around like 30 to 35 people or so. Tonight we have 51 band members on stage. So I know! And I am beyond excited to say this next part out loud. Of these 51 band members, 1/3 of them are current Brighton students. So would you please stand up and be recognized, Brighton students? Okay. Percussion, are we good? Cool. Don't worry, I'll be back. excited to not talk between those songs. That was great, but I'm back. Okay, so for our next piece, Arabian Dances, you may notice is by the same composer as Shadows Unleashed. That is not something I do often. While I appreciate Brian Balmage's work, I am not going to be programming an entire concert dedicated to him by any means. But when I was looking up Shadows Unleashed, I found this piece that I hadn't heard before, and I really, really liked it. And I thought it would be a lot of fun to play with this group, and it turns out I still like the piece, and it was a lot of fun. But it requires a considerable amount of percussionists. And we have, by the way, if any of you are out there that are, actually, I always give a plug. If you're interested in joining the Brighton Community Band, we are always accepting new members. Just visit www.brightoncommunityband.com for more information. However, we also do need percussionists, especially. So we have in our percussion section, literally we have doubled in size just while I was speaking. So we have, raise your hand if you are not what you would consider to be a percussionist by trade. I love that Miss Lambert hesitated. She's a percussionist at heart. They're killing it, okay? I hope you enjoy this. They have worked so hard. It's gonna be great. Here is Arabian Dances for you. Of course, I want to thank all of you so much for being here tonight. It's great to have such a great audience. I also really need to thank Brighton Central School District for letting us use their facilities and for rehearsals and for concerts. Our whole sound and tech crew in the back, Mr. Jack Whitmer and his entire team. Hi guys, thank you so much. Also Dr. Tracy Glazer, our Director of Visual Performing Arts, the whole administrative team, and Mr. Dave Lewis, the custodians here at BHS, like all of them behind the scenes is what makes this possible, and I'm incredibly grateful for getting to be here. So thank you so much for all of them. One last thing, we already talked about who are current Brighton students. There's a few more people I want to introduce. If you're a Brighton alumni, would you please stand up and be recognized? Brighton alumni. Thank you so much. It's always great to see people, maybe go off to college or a trade and then come back and continue to play, and it's just wonderful. We also have, again, probably record number of family members playing together tonight. So if you on stage are playing with another member of your family, would you please stand up to be recognized? Thank you. I love that. I never would have had that opportunity. My parents didn't play instruments, but it makes me so happy when people get to make music with their siblings and their parents. And we have a grandparent and granddaughter on stage tonight. And it's really exciting. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. Our final piece is Fidelity March. We are a community band. We need to enter the march, and you're gonna like it. Okay, enjoy the concert. And thank you again so much for coming tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful night.